and we will be off to the races. It's going to be the ultimate first look. I didn't look at any of the at what Rody and Bobby talked about earlier. I've been out all day, and I just really just did my own stuff, and so we're going to see where we come out on this kind of last look. What's that? Okay, just waiting on Bobby now, and then we'll be ready to go. Hey, there he is. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, what's up? What's happening, everybody? Go ahead, Cheats. I just got back. I literally just made it in the door, so good timing, and also a little behind today. So I'm just double checking everything that I might have missed. If there's any weather issues, doesn't look like it. Anything that's positive for hitting, nothing especially. All right, ready to go. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I didn't look at any of your your Rody's stuff today. I told you I was out all day. I missed the Steve thing. I missed basically everything. But I just got back, and I did for you guys, for all the True DFS people. First thing, the only thing I did was I updated all the projections for baseball. So
nice.
I did that, and I put my lineups together. Let me just tell you what I have, and then you tell me if that even remotely resembles what you like. So let me do it another way. Let me go through my sheet and see what what are the best plays as far as I'm concerned, and then who I actually played. So it looks as though it's the same. So I'm on the chalk pitcher tonight. According to what I have, like McCullers is like a huge standout on DraftKings. And I think I have almost 100 of him. The interesting thing, I'm looking at pitching, is then there's a little bit of a spread. Like Wainwright, Cease, Robbie Ray, even no. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get to Matt Manning or anything like that, but
I'm gonna play a little bit of Matt Manning.
Oh, are you?
I mean, it's just a different way to build on a. Like Wainwright's gonna be popular. I'm okay with Wainwright, but I don't think that's what I'd rather play Ray, McCullers, Urias, and then if I want to play down, I'm open to Cease, and then I would also take a shot with Manning just to get really different and stack up the hitting, and hope Texas can bring 4 or 5 strikeouts.
On the DraftKings stacks, what I have 3 teams that given like values and everything kind of stand out, and then obviously always if you compare for Toronto, you know what I mean, like
right,
whatever. But aside from that, I have Boston, Washington, and Philadelphia. Those are the three. Okay. And then like a whole bunch. But obviously, like on a raw points perspective, if you can get to Toronto, that's excellent. But I guess Philly would be the top one, given everything. Now, what's interesting is let me see who I actually played, which could be totally different. Let's just take a look. So it looks like I got Philly, Washington, Boston. I have a little Yankees. I haven't played Yankees in a while, I guess. And that's pretty much where I am on DraftKings. So again, Boston, Washington, Philly, and I didn't get to any Torontos somehow. Maybe actually like 10%. And that's where I am. Where are you on DraftKings?
Toronto, Boston, and the Dodgers are my favorite.
Dodgers. Nice.
We don't even know how the Dodger lineup's going to shake out, but I'm guessing guys like Beatty will be in there at the minimum cost. We'll see what happens with that. I like Bellinger a lot. It's not their best lineup ever, but I like them to get different. It's a smaller slate. Toronto's my favorite, but again, they're going to be a lot of people's favorites. Although they may be kind of hard to get in, and you could play the outfielders or the outfielders to get a little bit different. Grichuk and Gurriel would be the way to go to get different. And Boston, I just don't think they're going to get ownership. And we've seen the other side of Robbie Ray. We like the stadium, obviously. Obviously, Robbie Ray's been really good this year, but I'm very, very happy to take that chance. And that's what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
Did I lose you? Yeah, sorry.
No. I'm just thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what.
You play any Pineda?
I'm not getting to Pineda personally, but I understand it. It's not like I wouldn't certainly not fault anybody for it. It's just not for me. I actually think the White Sox would be a better way to go.
What do you think of the Fetty or Miami?
I'm not interested in Fetty at all. I like Miami better as a team to attack.
Okay.
The game that I don't have as much of that maybe scares me a little bit is I don't have as much of the Yankees and Philly. It makes so much sense that I think you're going to get pretty good chalk on this slate, and that's sort of why I'm doing something different. But it makes me a little bit nervous not to have a little more of that. I do have some Gregorius and some Brad Miller, Giancarlo Stanton. Certainly makes sense. But I'm just going a little bit different with my lineups a little bit today, and I would rather not. I'm playing Toronto get bats in like most of my lineups in some places, so I'd rather try to get different. And I'm also playing a lot of McCullers, so I just think that's what I'm going to end up doing.
Yeah. You like and did you mention Cease or no?
Yeah, I have Cease a little bit, but not an overwhelming amount for sure.
You don't have as much as Wainwright, for example.
Right.
Okay. So I have basically 100. I mean, pretty close McCullers, and then my SP2s are spread out between Ray, Cease, and Wainwright, and like one lineup, just so you know, with Pineda. On FanDuel, I have I think 100. No, I don't have 100 McCullers. I have a little Wainwright over there.
Makes sense.
Yeah, what I gotta do, I have to update my golf because I missed a golfer and Kenny reminded me, so I have to fix that.
Who you missed?
I missed the Ferreira.
Hmm.
So I gotta update that. Maybe I have a spelling mistake or something.
Rogers' lineup is out. Beatty's batting third. Told you he'd be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Taylor, Muncy, Beatty, then Will Smith, Bellinger, Pollock, Pujols, McKinstry, and Urias.
What are you doing on FanDuel?
On FanDuel, I'm using McCullers pretty much exclusively by now, although I don't mind any of the other guys we just mentioned. I think I can make good cases for all of them, and I have a frighteningly large amount of McCullers. That's basically where I'm at.
That's fine, though.
I think it's fine. I don't feel like it's ideal to play the ultra chalk here, but especially if I'm playing all the Blue Jays, that's why I'm getting different with the Boston. I have Boston stacked fully on FanDuel most places.
Yeah, I like that.
Go ahead.
You have much interest in Philadelphia?
I like them. I just don't. I mean, I'm not as excited to play them as chalk as I would be some of these other spots. I guess it's pretty simple as that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mito Pereira. I didn't. All right, I'm gonna do that right now. This is actually not over there. Any while I do this, we have so there's no real weather concerns here.
No, I don't see any.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of would like to get a baseball sweat tonight. I'm kind of
Let's do
interested
it.
in it. Yeah.
I agree with that. So let's do it. It's about time. And the problem is every time I've had a sweat lately, it's early on, I'm winning a fortune, and then everybody else completely goes nuts. And I'm like, oh.
See something. PGA.
Where's Manning?
Maybe this is it. 3M open. I'll do everything.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm setting my lineups a little bit too. I'll get to any questions and any thoughts.
The other thing I'm going to be doing, I'll go over some golf outrights, which I'm going to look at. I'll look at those live, and I'll probably put those live in a couple of minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, let me see if I can't get this Pereira guy to show up here now. Let's see. Let's see. Mito Pereira. Let's see. PGA.
All right, guys. Questions are in there. So favorite 3-man stack on FanDuel. So I'm playing Toronto more as my 3-man, and I'm Boston as my 4-man. But I would just say I would reverse that. I do like Boston if you're not playing Robbie Ray a lot. I think there's plenty of upside for him, and plenty of upside for them. And we've seen Ray get wild. They're the kind of team you don't want to mess with. Obviously, it could turn out the other way, but I'm going with a lot of Boston personally. And I have a little too much Biggio tonight, by the way, so I probably am going to take that out. But I do think he'll be a little bit lower owned, being at the bottom of the order of the stack there, and playing a lot of Biggio with Gurriel in my bottom of the stacks. And I wouldn't say that's an ideal 3-man stack, but I like the Dodgers. I like Will Smith, Beatty, and Bellinger the most, probably.
And PGA. Ring. Yeah. Kenny's going to be happy to know that Mito Pereira will be uploaded in a second. Let's see.
Nice.
Well, let's see if he's playing. I mean, last time he found him that I missed. He won the tournament. I was glad I found it. I didn't have Cam Davidson a couple of weeks ago, and then he turned me on to that one. I mean, he let me know that I had a Cam versus Cameron. That's where I screwed up.
Oh shoot, yeah.
We ended up winning, but we got it in time. Let's see. Let me just see PGA. Okay. Let's see if Pereira shows up. All right. At least he doesn't show up as a good play for me, so at least I didn't miss much. All right, so let me fix that.
So you guys didn't drop in any more questions. Sorry about this. Usually I'd like to be a little more prepared, but this is a day where I just had to run out and made it back just in time. Sorry for some of the dead air that we're having.
I don't care. I mean, whatever. I'm just updating my stuff.
Well, it's the other guy. I don't want to do that. Sorry. I think it's really, it's just not a good look now that we're.
There you go. You want voyeurism? How about this? How about we do this? You'll see me actually update my stuff right here. How about that? So this is what I do. I just changed the the projections for PGA, and then boom, there you go.
Nice.
So now they're all saved now in the site.
I'm happy Rhodey's with me on the Dodgers here today. I really like this off the board. But they're about due for a blow up game. And the funny part is when they've had all these guys rest before, they've had these blow up games where they've just gone nuts. So I'm sort of hoping for that other one tonight. Bellinger. By the way, if you're looking for Red Sox, it's Hernandez, Santana, and number 1 is JD Martinez. But I like Kike today in the non Robbie Ray builds.
Yeah, I mean, I like I like the Red Sox today.
Nice. I don't think they're going to be popular.
I mean, I think everybody in that stadium's popular now.
No.
Oh, all right, let's go then.
What do you have them projected at? I don't have one player projected above 5% owned.
No, I'm going to look at that in a second.
He'll be higher than that, but that's still pretty crazy.
Make sure that it's actually on there. Now I open up my big mouth. Let's see. It's a freaking.
Good luck to you, Rhodey. He's trying to get the Dodgers in. It's tough to get them in. I have a double stack with the Dodgers and Toronto in my Manning lineup, and I have another one with the Red Sox and Toronto in my other Manning lineup. Some other pricing stands out on FanDuel. You've got, obviously I mentioned Beatty is a great play. Now he's going to be popular because they announced the lineup early and he's batting third.
Who? Oh, right.
Beatty is. But I'm really into this. But Nate Lowe is also really cheap. So you can do that as well.
We're going to try to find some golf odds here. Golf tournament 3M. Okay, let's take a look-see. See what's what. Well, I'm not playing Johnson. No. Ooh. Oh, dude, I might go double on this one.
What is it?
This is big odds here. I'm getting. I'm gonna do this one. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you in a second. Yeah, Grillo is fine, but I mean, I might be going for big money here. I might go for 2 MBTCs this time.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go and we're gonna. Well, maybe we'll do 3 since a triangle has 3 sides. No, let's only go 2. So we're gonna go 2 on Cameron Tringale. 35-1 on Cameron Tringale has been placed.
Nice.
Let's see what else. Maybe I'll throw one more in. Grillo, that's Garcia, Bradley, Bubba, no. Cam Davis, what am I getting on him? 40? McIntyre, no. If any of these guys are 100 and what I'll do. McNeely 60. Give him 42. So I'll do. Oh, wait! I have to play this guy. Where is he? Oh, we're doing this. We're gonna put 1 on the general.
Who's that?
General Patton.
Oh yeah.
71 to 1.
Love it.
So we got 2 on the Tringali, 1 on the general, and am I feeling it? Maybe. I got to tell you, it's really scientific the way I'm doing this. By the way, you should see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23rd, and he's. Yeah, I'm also gonna just for kicks. We're gonna go 1 on the McNeely. Okay.
What is McNeely's odds?
Maverick McNeely is 60 to 1. So I got one unit on the McNeely. We got 1 unit on the general, and we got 2 units on the Tringali.
Nice.
Let's go.
All
right. Let me see if I can't find any questions here. And then I'm going to update the – oh, look at DSF in live. Who's this? What is all this?
That's Rody.
Who's that? That's Rody? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've got him in Boston in the 3K club. Tough to decide. Any love for the White Sox? Am I missing out on this?
I don't think there's any problem with the White Sox at all. I actually like the White Sox. If I was playing more lineups, I would have definitely gotten to them.
I'm missing out on this Dodgers business.
I mean, look, it's no sure thing at all, and it's just a weaker. They're going to be low owned. It's a weaker lineup. It's nice and warm here in LA. My Logan Webb doesn't.
Is it warm? I need proof. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Hey Google, what will the temperature be at Dodger Stadium at 8 p.m.?
Today at 8 p.m. in Dodger Stadium, expect a temperature of 76 degrees.
That's warm.
Okay. Hey, that's it.
That's warm for sure.
Sounds good to me.
Let's see. Simeon, BGO, no, BGO. I think for a cheap third baseman, I'd actually want to play on FanDuel is no fun.
I can't believe that Bobby got the last 50 cents of the freaking NBA season on me.
And I got my season long bet.
Yeah, that too. That was probably more than 50 cents.
That pulls me out to 5 to 1 profit on the season long bets, which is pretty good.
That's incredible. Are you kidding?
Missing the Bradley Beal 75 to 1 bet. That
was brutal. I thought you had a real shot there.
I know, man. I was excited. I thought I was going to get it. I actually thought it was pretty locked up until that last month. It was just a nightmare.
Okay.
Well, I would really like to be able to get to Gurriel in this lineup, and I can't quite do it the way it's constructed currently. So yeah, I think that the Philly thing makes a lot. I mean, Philly and the Yankees are, like I said, are the ones I'm scared the most of, and the next scary one would be the White Sox for me to be not on more. But it just doesn't quite work with my builds.
Danny Santana is showing up as like a good cheapo.
Yeah, he definitely makes a lot of sense. He makes things work. So it would probably open up the ownership a little bit on Boston. My original lineup I really like on DraftKings, so I may just not change it. Yeah,
I'm a little concerned that everybody likes, including me, Wainwright. He's usually not a guy we play, right?
I mean, I know. I don't. He's been fine though this year, and he's got this high strikeout team against him, so I don't mind it.
Okay.
It's not like we got a ton of options as you get away from the top guys.
Right. That's the thing. Okay, got it.
Right. And by the way, I think C's has the upside here to be really good. So C's Urias. Let's see if I did that.
And what I'm doing on the other side is actually working on the LOL sheets.
Oh, third base is giving me headaches today.
Third base?
Outside of Biggio, yeah. I'm playing a lot of Biggio, but I don't love that I am.
And are you playing him as a one-off? Is he still hit like seventh?
He's hitting eighth today.
Wow.
Not as a one-off. I'm playing
Okay.
with my Toronto, at least mini stacks. Okay. See something really quick. Okay, baby.
You know, I gotta keep on the lookout. I have a ticket for another freaking mega satellite, not the 3500, but the 1200 or something. I gotta see when they fill that, when they run that.
Yeah.
Oh wait. I got to tell you though that Giannis put on quite the performance last night.
Dude, that was amazing. I loved it. I was there for I was really into it actually. 7, 8, 9, 3. Guys, keep popping questions in. I'll definitely get back to them in just 1 second.
LOL. Okay, so, oops.
All right, let's see, guys. Fire away. Let's see. What pitchers I got you big on? It's sadly McCullers, Urias, and Cease for me, with a little bit. I'm sorry, and Ray for me when I don't have Boston, and then Cease would be next, and then I am using a little bit of Manning.
Why sadly McCullers? You don't.
I just don't like having playing the ultra chalk pitcher who's not really as good as his range. He's pitched well lately, but I just don't feel like it's a sure thing by any means.
Okay.
I guess that's the best way I can answer.
Well, that makes sense to me. I don't know, man. It's like I always have good luck playing him for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's good. And he's usually 8K and doesn't, not that he needs to go off tonight.
But the funny thing is like I don't know if even with pitching, if a guy scores 25 fantasy points, it matters to me whether he's 9K or 8K. I guess it's supposed to.
No, it depends on the slate. And in this slate, you're right. It doesn't matter as much. I agree. Probably not the slate where it's going to matter.
right. So for those of you that didn't notice, I'll post it on the the Discord. But I just uploaded I finalized the golf. I just got to take care of my stuff so I can go, enjoy my evening.
Yeah.
And then I also did my esports.
Yeah, I'm up to 30% Manning on DraftKings.
Really?
In my highest buy-ins, I have McCullers a lot, so I, trying to pivot away from that. But I do think that he's very, very valuable.
Does the Manning play remind you of? No, that's not. It was really sharp. I don't know how much you played of him, but was it yesterday or the day before with that freaking trash pitching slate where you had the guy that came up from the minors? Did you play him?
Yeah, a little bit, not enough, but a little bit I did.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Stanton.
Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's go into Discord and announce to everybody that the sheets were updated.
Beautiful.
So I'm still here. I can still do some stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to answer any questions and everything, guys. I'm just going through everything right now. There's your posts right there that are popping up. Let's see.
Yeah. For a couple more minutes.
I would say that also you could play like Cleveland one-offs in any lineup that you're not using. Like you've got the minimum Bradley Zimmer. You could do that in any lineup you're not playing McCullers.
So, to give you an idea, actually I'll do a video on this. But you were asked. So you texted me earlier. People were asking about uploading the things to other optimizers.
Yeah.
What were they asking? I mean, exactly like.
Yeah, how just basically they wanted to take your sheets over and put it in another optimizer, and
they could do it already. You know what I mean? Like
I just don't know how, so I don't do it, but I know
you. I know,
do.
but they could just download the stuff to Google Sheets and just.
Yeah, I think that you're assuming that everybody knows. I would bet you. That
okay. I'll do a video on it then. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll take care of that.
That would just be my guess.
Did Kenny link my tutorial videos?
I'm not 100% sure. I'll check out. I'll let you know.
I doubt it. Right? Okay. Let's see.
No, you might have.
Maybe.
I haven't had a chance to check a look at anything. So, all right. 4 Houston, 2 Toronto, 2 Boston. See, I like that a little bit. And Houston's the other team that's overlooked a little bit today for me. Or not overlooked, but I just didn't end up getting to. I'm not playing as many lines again because I got back way later than I was hoping to. But so I didn't get to it, but I certainly understand it. I'm not crazy about having Brad Miller in my main lineup here. Yeah, that's not
Brad Miller. What? He's. I like Brad Miller. No.
And a stack maybe, but I mean, who knows? He might get 2 at bats. He might get 1 at bat. I don't know what they're gonna do over there with the bullpenish game. Washington also. I mean, there's all the stacks today make a lot of sense.
I like Washington tonight.
Yeah, I feel like they've gotten way too overlooked, probably. I mean, the problem is everybody. There's just so many good teams to target. This is partly why we hate the pitching, or at least I.
Enter some dummy lineups in LOL before I forget. And I'll come back and relook at the baseball.
All right. Any other questions in there? I will be playing 0 Lyles tonight.
What's that?
Linda asked how much Lyles will be playing. I have 0 Lyles. I will not play any Lyles. I think I'd rather play Detroit by a long shot. Yeah, I think the Philly lefties, it does make sense. I think you're not going to be off the board at all if you do that, just so you know.
Phillies? Yeah. I'm sure none of my stuff is particularly.
No, I'm just reading the people's questions and thoughts in chat. But yeah, you're going to want to probably get different somewhere else if you're going to do that.
FanDuel. Of course, I want to check my liners for any scratches. Has there been any late scratches or no?
There's nobody that I've gotten word on yet. Muncy was the one we thought wouldn't be. It looks like the question was figured out. Here we go. Good job, Carmen. Carmen Anthony has been a long time guy. He's a good dude.
What happened?
He looks like he figured out the how to get the sheets over.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely doing the 4-man stack thing more tonight. Partially because I'm playing a lot of Toronto and I want to get away from playing all the chalk in similar combinations. But I also think that it's a smaller slate, and I think that you've got a chance that there's a lot of offenses that I like, so I don't mind going like 4-2-2 or 4-3-1, 4-2-1-1. That's basically how I'm building today. How can you say no Lyles? He's versus Detroit. Best match. Detroit's hit everybody, and Jordan Lyles is one of the worst pitchers in baseball.
He is pretty bad.
You don't have to play him. Look, you can play him. You absolutely. I'm not telling. I didn't say to anybody else don't play him. I just think that he sucks. That's just my personal take. And sure, occasionally can he have a good game? Sure, of course he can. The guy, I mean, he's averaging. He might get you 10 fantasy points tonight, which is right on his average. If I'm going to get 10 fantasy points, I'm going to get it for Matt Manning and not for him. And also, it's really not the best matchup in baseball. Look at the last month's numbers. Detroit stopped striking out and started hitting the ball. So it's a very different situation. But also, this guy sucks. Like, he legitimately sucks. Now, there's other pitchers who suck who are probably going to do well, and he might be one of them tonight. But I mean, Eli Morgan is no different to me than Jordan Lyles. Obviously, the matchup's a little bit better. I would rather play Pineda against the White Sox.
Let me just look at my lineups here for any scratches. So far, it looks pretty good. One more ownership update. Yeah, so it's still McCullers or bust for me tonight. Wainwright, Cease. I took out the small amount of. Actually, I have one lineup with Fetty.
Yeah, I understand if people want to do that. They're playing the Marlins. I mean, it's totally fine. It's just not what I'm doing.
It's not the best. Let's call it what it is. It's not the best.
I mean, it is the Marlins, though. I would rather play Fetty than I would Lyle. I know it's a different price range.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
But I just have a thing against Lyles. I mean, look, occasionally will he put up 20, and even then, is he really going to beat you? No. I mean, like, I just don't do it. Okay, Linda, we got it. That's your take. Absolutely cool for you to have your take. You asked me my thoughts. I'm not playing Lyles, but I'm happy for you too. I hope that he does get 25. Matt Manning, no, nobody expects Matt Manning to get 25 fantasy points. 15 would be very, very good by me. Badu is a nice play. I like that call from Project Mayhem. And again, Linda, I don't want to talk you off of Lyles. Go ahead. It's the kind of slate where you can play anybody because the pitching is for me very condensed. Because I'm paying up mostly, but absolutely play Lyles if you want to. I'm not going to talk you out of it. I just am telling you I will not play any, and that was the question.
Let me just see something. Lyles.
I know Manning is.
I have Lyles. I have Lyles similar to Fetty, Pineda. Pretty punty. I agree with Bobby with respect to Manning.
We're going to say Detroit can't hit. Let's just point out that Kyle Gibson just gave up in a game they scored 14 runs the night before last. Last night they didn't do anything crazy, but they did get to the starting pitcher, which is 4 runs. 7 runs the night before that, 5. Then they had the 1 against Minnesota against Berrios. Then they 9 before that. So we could say the Tigers can't hit anything, but I'm just telling you, it's not like they're not putting up runs anymore. You can go ahead and play Lyles. You have my permission to go ahead and do it. It's just not. I'm not doing it. I can't say I'm going to play someone I'm not. Seems like there's a lot of focus on this Lyles thing. I think Detroit's second sneaky. But Linda, look at what the pitchers have put up against Detroit. Show me a great outing by a horrible pitcher, by one of the worst pitchers in baseball. Okay, play Lyles, Linda. You got it. Sheets, they got a question for you from Adam. Regarding projections, do you ever update them right before or after lock if the lineups come in unexpected? He tries to. I
don't have the time. I just can't.
It's really hard to do.
I do my best, but
Yeah,
I'm not that good.
And to your credit, Roto Grinders, all of the other sites that do, they still mess up with them all the time too. It's really, really hard. No, Linda's not a troll. Linda's cool. Linda's been in here before. She just doesn't. She's really, really hated my answer on Lyles. But I don't understand. The only thing I don't understand is why you ask a question and then get angry for the answer. It's just my answer. It was who am I playing? How much Lyles? I'm not playing Lyles. If you guys want to, go ahead. Lyles might have a good game. Sure, anything can happen. It's baseball. This is not the way that I'm building personally, and I completely support any of you who want to go that route. I just am not going to do it.
I don't.
Well, no, I mean, there's nights where he's the worst play ever against somebody, but this is not the worst thing ever. It is Detroit, but Detroit, show me a night where Detroit has given up 25 fantasy points to a pitcher recently that wasn't like a good pitcher, like Berrios or something like that, and then we'll have a conversation. But I haven't seen a good one.
Well, I'll put it to another way. Lyles K10 tonight. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if Lyles has ever struck out 10 batters in the game.
Hey, Linda
this season.
Linda has spoken.
Yep. We have two starts by Lyles this season that were good. 3 starts. 2 of them were against Seattle. Those are his starts. Seattle obviously being the worst against right-handed pitching and left-handed pitching for that matter.
Who is Jake Berger?
Jake Berger, yeah, he's actually it's not the worst idea in the world if you need to totally punt. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I got him. I got him in a really bizarre White Sox 3-man.
Really bizarre one.
Yeah. The old 791.
God, it just feels so wrong to play Brad Miller to me when I've got 800 more for Kike Hernandez, but I cannot find the third base.
Let's do the quick one-off alert here. Let me just see what I got here. The part of the problem, though, Adam, is that the reason why it just takes me so long to do all this is because of the accuracy of it. In other words, the more sources that I access, the more accurate everything's going to be, and yet the more sources I access, the longer it takes. So it's a weird situation, but it takes me. I mean, just so you know, it takes me like a full, I don't know, 20 minutes really to do a full rerun of all my stuff for each sport. So it's just difficult for me to react so quickly. That's why NBA is really hard. But at least NBA was just one thing. I mean, I just scramble. I remember the NBA this year was really, really tough for me to stay ahead of the curve because what happens, especially in the NBA, it's not like you just replace one guy, because if one guy is out, then like 7 other guys are impacted depending on who it is, right? And at least in baseball, if one shortstop is out, I mean, you're not like really losing that much, But if like the number 4 hitter is out and he's good, and now everybody then has to move up in the order, and then now the other pitcher gets affected. It is tough. But so I just do the best I can. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's been crushing at everything, so I can't really say anything about your stuff. Let's see. I'm definitely different enough. I just hate this Brad Miller play.
Can I tell you? That's what I Adam, just between you and me, that's sometimes what I do. Like if something's like really, really like late, what I'll do is I'll just like pick my favorite projection source and I'll just use that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
UCJ Saberson, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever your favorite is, yeah, just use one as opposed to waiting for me. You know what I mean? To update everything. Oh no, Adam, you're good. You're definitely good.
Yeah, you're good, Adam. Real quick question from Tony A was about Hendricks tonight. I do feel like he's sort of getting forgotten about. He has pitched really well, but you look at him. We say, yeah, he's won 10 in a row. It's been in his last 4 starts, he hasn't put up more than 18 fantasy points, and he's had some really good matchups. And in fact, in those 10 starts, he's only put up over 23 times. So that's like more worrisome to me. Like if he had lost 10 in a row and put up the same numbers, I would probably be really into him, because he maybe he'd be 6,100. You know what I mean? We're looking just for points. I think he's fine. He's right there with Wainwright for me. But the Cubs strike out more than St. Louis does. That's pretty much it.
I wonder does anybody play? I guess ask rhetorically. Like Bob, did you ever play MLB Showdown or no?
Yeah, I love MLB Showdowns, but I usually just do it in the playoffs. There's not really tournaments that are that big during the season.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are there like even the featured ones? Are they? Did they even pay like 10,000 for first or?
And not during the season, no. God.
No, okay.
Most of them are not even 10,000 guaranteed tournaments.
Oh, okay.
For a certain Sunday night game or something like that, yeah, there might be like that. If the Red Sox are playing the Yankees on Sunday night game or something, they might have a special one.
Let me take a look. Yeah, like this one's not bad. So the one tonight, 20,000 for first.
Whoa, what's that?
The San Francisco somebody.
Dodgers.
The showdown of the week, 20K for first.
Oh, so it's the show. So there's a big one tonight. Okay.
San Francisco, LA.
Yeah. There's definitely ways to get leverage there. You just leave money on the table, play the guys at the bottom of the order. It's really basic. Like, I actually really like doing it. Try to find a way if there's not great pitching to try not to use starting pitching. But tonight I think you probably want to use starting pitching, because in that game you probably are going to get between 10 and 25 points from each starters.
You think Logan Webb is good for that many?
10 is possible.
Okay.
I said probably. More times than not, I think he gets 10 fantasy points. But I actually think there's an outside chance, that he gets negative fantasy points.
Right.
Logan Webb has been surprisingly much, much better than people think this year. But he still is. Most of his big outings have been against, you got Texas in there when they had to go to San Francisco. He also pitches in San Francisco, Miami and San Francisco. He did dominate these Dodgers, but I'm not counting on that happening again. And he did it with 62 pitches, which is kind of crazy. So he pitched 5 innings and 62 pitches. That's pretty nuts against the Dodgers especially.
Well, I'm curious what, for the hell of it, what a build would look like. Let me see. Showdown, San Francisco, LA.
We're still getting the Lyles thing back here. All right, Adam. To answer what you're talking about, talk about it. I don't know what you mean about the value with the pinch hitters. I guess their value because I wouldn't try to use pinch hitters in that. I mean, in a giant field tournament, I guess it makes some sense to do, but you can probably get low ownership on guys who are actually in the game.
Right.
I mean, I've literally played 1% guys on showdown slates in baseball before.
Really?
In the game. Yeah, it happens. In fact, but the problem with the San Francisco pinch hitters is do you really I don't worry about pinch hit risk as much if I like the other opponent's starting pitcher to at least pitch deep into the game. A great example is the other night somebody brought it up in relation to when Pivetta was starting. But Pivetta's going to go throw 100-plus pitches pretty much even if he gives up 6 runs like he did. But so you don't worry as much about the pinch hitter because you're not going to have it till at least everybody's had their 3 at-bats, maybe 4. But I do worry about it especially in these bullpen situations. And that's partly why this Brad Miller thing feels fishy to me. The Yankees are usually going to use a righty in first relief, but not necessarily. And I like Brad Miller as part of stacks, don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily love him in a 2-man with Didi, which is what I've got right now. I just was hoping to find something I liked better, and I couldn't get around it because I am paying up for pitching. Maybe if I was playing Jordan Lyles, I could actually play Max Muncy there, and I'd feel really good about it. Maybe I should do that just for Linda. Just take one Jordan Lyles after saying I was going to have no Jordan Lyles. It's unique to play pinch hitters for sure. You got to have a very specific situation that you know is going to happen for that to happen. I don't see that as basically ever being a viable route to being sustainable, profitable showdowns. And if you do it giving money away, even if you get a pinch hitter to hit, then he gets 1 or 2 at bats to put up more points than the guy who was batting 9th. It doesn't really work. You need the game to be a 3-hitter, and he hits a home run off the bench or something. It's really tough to do. But Dickerson, I would definitely not do anything like that tonight and use a guy off the San Francisco bench. I'm not considering any San Francisco bats anyway, but certainly wouldn't be using anybody off the bench in a showdown for San Francisco, especially against.
What about Jay Jackson?
About who?
You ever hear of Jay Jackson?
I need to know who that means. There's 7,500 players in all of sports named Jay Jackson.
He's a relief pitcher for the San Francisco Giants.
Oh, Jay Jackson. I'm sorry. I thought you were giving me initials.
No.
What are you exactly hoping for with him? What's the route that you
just trying to get in the game and pitch an inning and get 8 fantasy points, maybe?
Oh, 8 would be a huge number for you. How are you going to get 8 in an inning?
2 strikeouts?
You need 3 strikeouts and nothing else, and you get 7.25.
Then he gets 8.25. Okay.
Oh, 8.25 if you get 3 strikeouts. So if he pitches 1 perfect clean inning, which I don't think he's done in his career, his briefly young career.
Okay.
If I was doing it, I'd be looking at closers. I'd be looking at guys who could come in the middle relief and get the win if I like the other side. I just wouldn't be using – I probably wouldn't be going to the bullpen tonight. If I was still playing the showdown, I would probably be looking at the bottom of the Dodger order and the bottom of the Giants order and leaving money on the table.
Okay. Well, the good thing is San Francisco doesn't even put their lineup out for a while anyway.
Yeah. So the Dodgers, if you're going to play a pinch hitter, the problem is it's hard to know who would that even be for the Dodgers tonight because they have so many guys who are out today. But all right, guys. Hey, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like and subscribe and all that stuff if you haven't already. Again, we're making changes and improvements every day to the site. We have a call in an hour that I'm going to get on and figure out a bunch of other things. But yeah, let's crush it tonight, guys.
All right. Good luck, everybody.